Good afternoon. I love you. It's good to see you again. I'm back. I was in LA having Nerd Palace time. Oh, it was so good. But let me tell you, as much as I loved being in LA, hanging out with all my gaming buddies, watching the International, oh, God, it was so wonderful to see them. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back. I'm going to be playing Magic this afternoon, just for a few hours. Going to be playing a good little bit of, yeah, whoopsie. I accidentally had an audio sync thing enabled, so we're better now. Oh my god, I'm so happy to be back. I missed my cats so much it hurt. So much it hurt, man. But I'm back. I have this great photo of Despy. Look at this cat in this box. Look at how chonky she is. Look at this little... Look at that little face. Oh, she's in the box. Oh my god. I'm just so happy to be back. We're going to be playing some games today. I haven't played in a draft in a while. We can do War of the Spark, but I'm really interested in doing core set. Let me just tell you, for any of you who did not see the International, it was unfreaking believable. It was so good. Okay, I have more gold than I know what to do with. Let's do this. I mean, it was just unbelievable. Like, in the final game, the winning team played the hardest support in Dota 2 as a hard carry. Good news is, it means there's going to be a lot of carry IO in pub games, and we're going to get a lot of free wins. Oh my god, OG was just inspiring. I actually brought my laptop to play Magic, but the Wi-Fi just did not work properly in the house I was staying at, so I'm like really jonesing for some Magic. Let's see this. Oh yeah, Dungeon Geists is just ridiculous. 3/3 Flyers is already pretty strong. And the fact that it just locks out a thing for 2 turns is really sick. So this could be good for blue Artifact Flyers, blue-white Flyers. This is one of my favorite cards in the set, even though it kind of sucks. Who doesn't love it? Oh my god, Psychic Muffin starting the return back right with the 10 gifted subs. Oh, a Freak Show, 40 months in a row. Pudsey, birthed a sub baby at 9 months saying, I love this cat. I love these cats. I have Despy over here. You can actually see on my face, you see how it's a little lighter here? It's because we've opened the window so that way Sheriff can lie on the ground in what I've now called the bungalow to just hang out. Second Mom says, I couldn't hold it in. Oh, God. All right, what else is good here? Maniacal Rage is interesting in blue-white. Or not blue-white, excuse me, red-white. What else is here? Brineborn Cutthroat. This very much so feels like a constructed card, not a draft card, due to the fact that... due to the fact that we're not casting terribly much on the opponent's turn. By the way, with the Deckmaster extension, can you guys click and vote? Because we have the availability to vote, in theory. Ember Hauler is very good. A 2/2 that can ping 2. Oh my god. Goblin Ringleader. This is a very goblin-centric thing, so who knows. You click but nothing happens. That's weird. That's weird. Let me restart my Deckmaster. Deckmaster. Alright, I'm rebooting this thing. I'm 99% certain we're going to take this, but I'm gonna have myself a nice, slow, easy day. I actually flew back just this morning. Just this morning. Wind-scarred Crag. Let's go ahead and just pick up the Dungeon Geists. Sleep Paralysis is also very sick, but Dungeon Geist is nice. Ah, yes. Boreal Elemental. That's a nice card. 3/4 is a very good stat line. Lumination says, what are logistics necessary for a cat cam stream? You know, really the biggest issue is I personally, as a human being, really like having a very spare screen. I don't like a lot of elements on my screen. Get distraction from the content. Protection from black. Exile a card from a graveyard. Alright. That's very situational. Ah, that's right. Return target creature you control, and each aura attached to its owner's hand. Activate this ability only during your turn. This is a nice little combat trick. If you... There's this, this bow that's pretty sick. It's an artifact that you equip to dudes. So Bone Splinters here is good. Cloudkin Seer here is solid. A 3/4 flyer, even though it's a little slow, is just great. Scraw! No way. No frickin' way. Frostlinks is ridiculously good. This one can win games. This one can win games. Unctuous says, love you, Dad. I'm not your dad, Unctuous SC. I'm just a dude. I am right with you. We're equals, my friend. And you know what? I love you too, my dude. X-Target says, no classic WoW? No. No. Actually, no. So, I think it's between Sleep Paralysis and Frostlinks, and I'm leaning much towards the Frostlinks. Here's a flyer that could support our flying thing. Inspired Charge feels a lot more like red-white to me than blue-white. Fortress Crab. Who doesn't love anything with the word crab in it, huh? Crablar. This is a 4/4 for 4, which is actually kind of a thick wall. There's actually a lot of enter the battlefield effects that I like this. Maybe this. Maybe actually... you know, has anyone drafted Yarok Wave Crasher? This card is just solid as hell. I'm actually going to go ahead and break it. Alright, here we actually have some interesting choices. I'm going to give Dungeon Geists a shot, not Dungeon Geist, Yarok's Wave Crasher a shot, and be looking for some Enter the Battlefield effects to go with it. We might not run it. Anticipate, look at the top 3, put one in the hand and the rest on the bottom. This is looking good. This is pretty mediocre. This is pretty mediocre. Lavakin Brawler. Surprisingly solid. But it's a little tricky unless you actually get a good amount of elementals. This isn't. These are both elementals. Okay. Honestly, Shock is just fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. Gonna get it. Could be an indicator to us that red is actually relatively open. This is nice in blue-white flyers because it just kind of clogs up the Bard. Active Treason is a finisher if we're like an aggro deck. Another Lavakin Brawler is thick, swollen, and tight. Daybreak Chaplain is okay. Ancestral Blade is okay. What's Unholy Indenture do? When it dies, it just comes on back. Blade Brand is nice. Growth Cycle's okay. These are all okay. I think I'm going to give Moat Piranhas a shot because I'm looking at I'm a little concerned about our early game, and I think it's very easy to completely shoot yourself in the foot. I have 2 elementals. I'm just not that keen on committing to elementals. I'm much more interested in my flyers right now. And we see some good blue has just continued to show up. Winged Words. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bliss Love, happy 50 months, man. This is the big 50, Sean. Thanks for all the content you provide. It's awesome to be part of the passionate, positive, and wholesome community. This community is... It truly is the best. Oh, man, blue-white is looking open. Well, not the white, but the blue. I just have so much blue. We might just be like blue splash red or something. Good old Yoked Ox, man. Day Night Festival coming up. Yeah, no, you know, it's Summer Night Sheriff. We gotta set our alarm here. Make sure that we get our reminders going to tell everyone about this weekend's Day Night Festival. So we would generally wait until around mid-show to talk about it a lot. Do it at 538. That seems good for us, huh? Let's see. This is a super fringe card. Artifacts and Enchantments, Steadfast Sentry. 3 mana, 3/2 is just a normal stat line. Again, better than red-white. That's a little bit floodful. Yoked Ox. This can help be a finisher, but I actually think I need it. Probably this... Is black-blue a combination in this? Blade Brand's okay. I'm going to get the Steadfast Sentry. I don't really know what my second color is. We're pretty blue right now. Cute little combat tricks doesn't really seem like the goal with Flyers, which is to grind down slowly over time. I'm going to take this and not the most happy about it. Love me some Ferocious Pup. Not the most happy about it. Yeah, I guess. You know, the big scary serpent. Can't be bad. To have like one of those. What? I'm just shocked to see this here. I don't know what's really going on. I mean, I actually just don't like this. Bone Splinters is a sufficiently good card. I think I'm just going to pick that one up. I think I will get the Anvil Wrought Raptor. God Sanitarium Skeleton I love so much. Let's get the Anvil Wrought Raptor. Let's sort of keep the Flyers theme going. We have this Flyer. This synergizes with Flyers. We have a Flyer. We have an ETB that's kind of thick. We got a Flyer. Wow, nice. Nice. Blight Beetle. Blade Brand. Unholy Indenture. Seaweed 424 says, dude, have missed watching you. How you been? Man, I've been great. Last week was just, it was so fun. I'm a little tired. You know, there's vacations where you actually get rest. This was like a multi-day house party with maximum socialization, which is super fun. But I spend such a disproportionate amount of my time alone that, like, that's how I regain my energy, you know? And so I was sort of like, by the end, I was like, I love all you people. I want to be alone. I love all you people. I want to be alone. Like, literally, I got on the airplane and I was like, oh my God, I don't have to talk. Oh my God, this is so great. Oh, came home, immediately slept. Oh. Then I woke up and pet the cats for like 2 hours. They're completely exhausted. They're 2 little Tucker baby cats. So we have like a spell, a spell, a spell, a dude, a enchantment, a dude I don't know if I'm going to run, a spell. I'm just low on creatures. So we don't know what color we are yet. But I'm just going to go ahead and pick creatures if I can even have the choice. This Blade Brand is actually somewhat relevant. What do we think? Okay, this is going to be ideal against an Arclight Phoenix deck. Oh, God. Cerulean Drake, though super tight, I don't actually think is as good in... I don't think it's actually as good in draft, due to the fact that this is a sideboard card in Standard anyways, and protection from red, I mean, really, the stats is just the most basic thing. I mean, this will actually probably even wheel. I think that... Nice. I think it's between Cloudkin Seer and Aerial Assault, but I think I want to be focusing a little bit more on the proactivity. When it enters, draw a card. I have Yarok's Wave Crasher here. This is super, super good. But I think I just really, really want the low flyer. Fuck yeah. Guess who just became white? Oh, yeah. You know, sometimes after I take a shower, if a little bit of hair clogging the drain, the bathtub will fill up with some dismal backwater. Sky Knight Vanguard is incredibly tight. Then you can sell it. Yeah, no, who was that? Who was the lady that sold the bathwater? Oh my god. Oh god, it's so funny. For any of you who don't know, there's some, I don't know if it's an Instagram person or whatever, who just like literally sold, like as a product, sold her bathwater, which is just so funny. Oh my god, it's so good. That's so good. She got banned off Instagram. Did she now? That's so funny. I think that is the funniest thing. $30 a jar. I mean, that's like literally taking a meme and monetizing it, which is like so brilliant. So brilliant. I think I'm going to take the Herald of the Sun. A 4/4 flyer that helps everything swell up is very good. Sky Knight Vanguard is good, but I mean, I think this is great. Other cards that are very good here, Shock. What does this thing do? Oh, yeah, that's very good in red-white. Yeah, Despy's Hairball. 400, says Psychic Muffin. Yeah. Oh, my God. Griffin Protector. Oh, my God. Perfect. What's this guy? Bloodthirsty Aerialist? Oh! Ooh. I'm not going to run it, but that said... Ooh. Ogre Siegebreaker. Yarnox Fenlurker. It is a Fenlurker. I love Epicure of Blood so much. It has no relevance to our deck at all, but I think Griffin Protector looks pretty good to me. Probably not going to be running these here black cards. I find this card real hard to activate. This will probably wheel, because super good. Raise the alarm. Create little nerds. I think I just want to really double down on the flapping. Just Griffin Protector. Flippy Flappy Flyer. Whenever a thing enters, this gets +1/+1. I think it seems like what we're looking for. Oh my god! Abandon white. Go for elementals. Beautiful. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Alright, I love Noxious Grasp as a card. Oh, there is a Frost Lynx, though. Ooh. You know, let me just... I'm going to probably not run this. Probably not run these guys. This is actually... We got some real juicy bits in here. I think it is between Dawning Angel, Frost Lynx. This is really nice. It's Brightwood Tracker. Oh yeah, I love this card. You know, I think I'm leaning towards the Dawning Angel over the Frost Lynx. So, like, if I just move my spells over, these are more late game things. I'm happy to cast this on turn 2. You know, I do have a slower deck. There's an argument to be made to calm thy enemy, but I don't know. I like this. I like to continue to go down the flying route. It's a weird, funky little one. I think the Raise the Alarm. Which seems very reasonable. These hurt a little bit to pass up for sure. Yeah, I'm just going to take the real basic one. Jesus. Whoa! Whoa! Alright. Befuddle seems like the right combat trick. I mean, I'm honestly just such a bland-ass deck, man. I mean, this is straightforward as hell, and this is exactly what I'm into. Look at this wheeled aerial assault. How lucky are we? Destroy a target tapped creature. Boom. Patremania says, oops, my reset happened while Sean was on vacation. Man, I'm sorry about that. God, this is a great, great, great pickup. Hell yeah. Oh my lord. Aerial assault. Again. Yeah, I mean, we have removal. I don't need to give another creature flying, I don't think. Maybe I do. I mean, we already have the Zephyr charge, which is slower. All right, who do we have that's not a flyer? This is irrelevant, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely not inspired charge, certainly. We sort of chip away over time. Negate is a real sideboarder, and generally not particularly excellent. Yeah, I'm just going to get this. Boat Piranhas, welcome to the team. Never punished. Probably not. Why not? Blake Death says, why don't I have a 6-month badge by my name? On mine it does. On mine it does. Ooh. This pack is fire. Marauding Reptar. Ooh. Ember Hauler. Yeah, Might of the Masses. I mean, I like Might of the Masses, but what are you gonna do? Pacifism. Just turn a creature off. Removal. We need it. We need early game removal. Fairy Miscreant happens to be a flyer, but I mean, I think that like look at this deck. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna run a Forest in blue-white. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. I might not even run this. Get the heck out of this. Like, look at the way that my deck pans out over time. We got some big finishing threats. We have some very robust flyers here. Most of our game really begins once we get to 4. This guy doesn't really count as being good. Excuse me. I mean, we might not even need to run this Birdman. I mean, we have some other things. But like early game, let's look at our early game. We have a blocker, a card that replaces itself and can trade. We have 2 things that delete nerds. We have 2 little walls, and these little guys might not even... Yeah, Raise the Alarm actually just is probably not even going to make the cut. Although I do love that card. So when I look at this, curve, I go, okay, if I can get to here, this is cool. I'm putting some of my spells that I'll respond with later on, but you know what would be really great? Turn 3, killing a guy, makes total sense. Turn 2, disabling a thing, makes total sense, right? We're just shutting some stuff down. Wow, can we just take a moment to appreciate that we could have had 2 Sky Knight Vanguards? That would have been tight. Sleep Paralysis is disgustingly insane here. Ooh, that art is so pretty. Sleep Paralysis, let's go. Wow. Let us ask ourselves some questions. What are we absolutely going to run? I think I do need to run these Mode Piranhas. How many creatures do we have right now? We have 1. These guys don't count as creatures for me, but 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish. 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 12, 13. We might not even run Befuddle. Anticipate. I kind of like Anticipate. I think it's actually just so good to get the Winged Words. Drawing 2 cards. We can eventually just sort of go wide and overrun the board. Our deck has a lot of very nice tools to nuke things. Heart Piercer Bow's a fun one. I think I'm going to run none of these cards. I'm gonna pick up Fairy Miscreant, and maybe we can just pick up like 3 in the final round and be happy with ourselves. What's this? Renowned Weaponsmith? Oh, that's the one that finds the bow. Ooh, Timmy's coming to town. Oh my god. Oh, it might be hammer time. Griffin Sentinel sucks, man. I mean, it's a blocker, alright. I'm awesome. I'm putting this one in the deck, dude. I don't give a damn. These last few packs are actually truly terrible for us. Maybe this. Nice. I love this art. I think I'm just going to pick up the fairy. Alright, I think I said that if we got like 3 of them, then we actually can get some value. So that's sort of, we backed up into that, which feels pretty nice. Nothing matters. Let's give the beetle in the sideboard a friend. We got some real choices to make. Got some real choices to make. Get me out of here. Give me that money. All right, so let's just get the kind of hilarious ones out. Colossus Hammer we don't really need. We might not want both of these Moat Piranhas. Anticipate I probably want to run, but I'm not 100% on it. I'm gonna keep this relatively solid creature because it can swell up. One of our flappers. Oh, we got 2 removals. Want to keep these. Card draw. Oh yeah. This guy's so good. This is so good. So good. Maybe not. Okay. Alright. Oh, the fact that we have all these fairy miscreants is actually pretty sick. Let's see what our creature count is at right now. We have 14 creatures actually. And all of them are flyers except for 1. 2, 3, 4. All of them except for 4. All of them except for 4. Wow, nice, tight, dope, ballin'. Well, we gotta get the Colossus Hammer in there. There's no reason not to run that one. Part-Time Ninja says Inspired Charge might not be that bad after all. I think you're right. It's a dangerous one to run in a deck that is going to be based around small numbers of creatures. Like, for instance, this is the kind of deck where I want to get, like, a flyer in the air and just ping, 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 you know, slowly hurt with Fairy Miscreants and kind of wear down over time. And you know, if that's happening, if we're doing stuff over time, the problem that we as a player will have is dying, man. We'll die. We'll just be playing, and we'll start, you know, having to figure out ways to blocks. Maybe my Boreal Elemental has to stay back and block. My Fairy Miscreants come in. But when I'm looking at this deck, I mean, we might actually just be able to start going pretty damn wide, pretty freaking early. We have some pretty good ways to. We actually we don't maybe we don't even need Inspired Charge. Like, these are going to be replacing themselves in pinging. I mean, I genuinely think Colossus Hammer is actually pretty reasonable. And I think if I do like this, I just need some early game defense is the big thing. Like Moat Piranhas. I think I want one. Colossus Hammering actually doesn't really help us here. The reason I say that is, okay, what am I going to do with a lot of mana? Put counters on things. Give myself unblockable. And then I'm drawing lots of cards and playing lots of things. God, it's just so tight, man. God, I want to put it in there. I'm thinking double Moat Piranhas and an Anticipate. Alright. Anticipate lets me get what I need. I just don't. I don't think I need this. I don't think I need this. You know, Befuddle actually seems like a really nice combat trick. So let's adjust things around a little bit. We have like one early game chonky boy, but the big thing is we have the pacifism, some destruction. Really, we're not doing much till turn 4. We might want a second Moat Piranha for that reason. Maybe our Fairy Miscreants are okay. I think we actually have a pretty appropriate sideboarding plan. And when we get to 4, it's not like we have low stats, like 4/4s and X3s that we have. These seem pretty good. So what do we want? I think 9/8 looks good. Maybe we want 10/7. No, I think 9/8. 9/8's fun. It's fun and it's fine. It's fine. The Anvil Rot Raptor is maybe the one thing that we might want to consider, but you know, I have 15 creatures in here. I have a good bit of removal. Like if I scoot these little Landos over, excuse me, let's get right in between there. No, let's. Thank you. We have the Aerial Assaults. We have the Sleep Paralysis. Fuddle's a combat trick, but whatever. All right. Super important question. What is our draft deck image? Is this me after being on the airplane today? Ugh. Azorious Flyers. What do we want? Oh, Tentacles. God, do you ever just stop and just look at Magic card art? That's so good. You know, I love undersea monsters. They viscerally frighten me. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's right. I'm doing best of 1, not best of 3. This is the kind of start I'm really looking for. Fairy Miscreants will activate our draw 2 cards spell. If we draw another Fairy Miscreant, it procs that, obviously. We have all the early defense, and then we have land for whatever else we get. So this is fantastic. This is best of 3. This is best of 1 right now. That's a sufficiently weak card that I'm pretty pleased with how we have. Oh my god, I'm so happy to be playing video games again. I have not really gotten to play video games for a week. Ah! Is this a lifelink deck? These are my colors. It's called an addiction day 9? Dude, no, this is not at all how addiction has worked in my understanding. This is passion tea keeping, man. I love games. I love playing games all the time. This is actually going to be a mass life gain deck. This is actually so funny to me. What are my overall thoughts on TI this year, Elazius? I am currently 100% convinced that Dota 2 is actually anime. It is actually anime, Elazius. For any of you who didn't know, there has never been a single person that has won a TI twice. Boom. Never been a single person who's done that. In the grand finals, it was Team Liquid and OG, both of which has people that have won TI before. So it's going to be the very first time that anyone's ever won a TI twice. OG not only won it again, but they won last year, so they're like the first ever back-to-back TI champions. It's the second time that a team has ever been in 2 finals in a row. It's the exact same squad, so it's not just like OG, you know, swapped players in, swapped players out. No, it's the exact same roster as last year. And the most amazing part of all is, you know, like Dota 2, I've heard people describe that in the pro scene, it can be, what the fuck, I'm like not even dealing any damage. This is ridiculous. I've heard in the Dota 2 scene from competitors that it can be very, very stressful to play as a competitor. Because it's not really like, say, League of Legends, where you have to assemble a squad and there's rules for how long someone will wind up being on the squad before you have to replace, or like if you want to replace someone, there's rules for like when you can and can't do that and all that jazz. So there's all these rules for all these sorts of things. Dota, it almost works a little bit like lottery tickets, right? Where you're just like, okay, I'm good and Tony's good and we're both going to be on a team. We're looking for 3 people who all kind of want to mush together and try to become the ultimate dope team. Okay, so this looks a wee bit like an inspired charge. So I think I want to block like this because we don't really care if we lose this. And I want to eat one of the Soul Menders. Inspired Charge will cause this to trade and cause this to trade. And if my opponent doesn't wish to do that, then my opponent just completely gets bonkerooed. Perfect. But anyways, like a lot of esports try to protect... Wow, I guess I don't play a lot of Limited, huh? League of Legends, Counter-Strike, even StarCraft. People stay on teams for long periods of time. And if you're really struggling, your team, like in League of Legends, will kind of be required to keep you on the roster for a little bit. So you want to improve, but in Dota, again, it's just like the major is coming up. Let's form a team and play in it. It didn't work. Team disbands. So teams are just constantly reforming and breaking and reforming and breaking and people mixing and matching and all this. Which, again, I've heard from players, causes a lot of stress. Because, like, if you mess up in the game, yeah, you might not win this match, but more, you might actually lose your chance to be on a team with good people. And so the interesting thing about OG is that they had a really struggleful year. This is a bad hand because we can't really cast anything. Our opponent goes first, but like I desperately need a blue mana, and the blue mana will only let me draw into other things. So, anyways. So this is a weird keep, but the reason I'm keeping this is that instead, this has a lot more activeness in it. The Double Fairy Miscreant helps a shitload. Anyways. So yeah, it's just a lot of stress. So OG that was been struggling all year long. Wound up not dropping anyone on their squad. They really, oh my god, that owns us so hard. They really stuck hard with everyone through all the struggles, and then came together, and they were a team that honestly played like complete clowns the entire game. Alright, your Palday 9 is probably dead here. Any land really helps us a ton. Thing of beauty, huh? This thing has vigilance? Yeah, I'm right there with you, Despy. Yeah, no, I hear you, sweetheart. Yeah. Guess this is about the best thing I can do. But yeah, man, watching OG just stay together as a team, support each other through struggles. Oh, hi. Hello, everyone. It's just incredible. So I think we're going to cast this one and see if we can hit some blue mana. This guy's definitely a real issue. So I don't want to play a Fairy Miscreant because it'll just get shot down immediately. So we're just going to hang here. Wait till end of turn to cast. Anticipate. Nathan says, don't you feel like it's healthier to stick together for a bit longer because players will take a while to get used to each other? You know, it kind of depends. Kind of depends, because on one hand, you'd go, yeah, no, I mean, that's what I would want for me, but, like, imagine there is... Imagine that, like, a player that you think is way better than you says, hey, dude, you want to be on a team with me? You're going to be like, all right, peace, everyone. Like, oh, how I wish this didn't have Vigilance. So slow things down a little bit. I mean, Dog Shovel Dig, fortunately, is not going to be... Like, if I can just disable this guy, and we have 2 cards in our deck that can do it, I think we're going to be fine. Ah. So we're going to need a chumper for this. So if I double block this, what happens next turn? I mean, that actually seems pretty great. Right? It can only deal 4 damage. So I can't kill both. Opponent will choose to kill the elemental. Let me read this and make sure I'm not losing anything. Perfect. That gets pulled off. Great. Oh, that's so good. Oh my god, from heaven that card is. I'm trying to draw blue mana. So I think the right play is to triple block this and befuddle. Or my opponent can befuddle and then yeah, actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to befuddle this when it swings in. Heart Piercer Bow is certainly going on this. Oh my god. I should have pacified. This has vigilance. Farts. What a bunch of vigilant bastards. Crud. So obviously this is going to shoot a Fairy Miscreant. This is okay. So I'm going to do this. And then we're probably going to block this. Fuddle that. Great. So this replaces itself, buys me a turn. This is actually increasingly looking like we're going to be able to get there. Like Dungeon Geist is pretty gross. Yeah, I think that what I wish to do is I wish to Dungeon Geists. Hello. I'm gonna go ahead and tap the Flapper, so I can start getting in for points of damage. I'm just gonna pacify the squad captain. You know, another option was having this disable that, and then just aerial assaulting it. But what I'm kind of feeling like is that now that this is pacified, this 3/3 means I'm pretty much okay. The game's pretty much on hold right now. And I think that keeping these aerial assaults means that I can deal with scarier threats. Okay. So this looks like an Inspired Charge. We're going to block like this, so that way if my opponent has an Inspired Charge, this trades instead of me just losing this. And now that we have two tappy guys, now I actually think that we can begin to really clear things out, and we're looking, you know, good and all that good jazz. I don't really need to play this plane, so I'm going to hold it. How cool is your pal Day 9 now, huh? Okay. Vigilance. Destroy to one target non-land permanent. Okay. Cool. going to have to play everything. So we play this out. Huh? How do I deal with this pupper? These two can block this. This will die, and then I'll have one flapper. Alright, so this is, well, you know, I'm hoping for a sea serpent, you know. It's kind of what I'm hoping, you know. There we go. The 10 who are taken, subbing for 7 months, man. What a thrill, a delight, and a pleasure. Woo, boy. Aerial assaulting your own dude. Not the advisable play. I'm going to accept 1 point of damage here. Alright, I'm the best player here, for sure. 5 and 8. This is 6, so I can do this. Alright, we lost a point of damage, because I'm certainly the worst player here. Alright. Wolf caught me too! No! Wolf, no! Alright, well. I guess we're switching who's swinging and who ain't. This vigilant bastard. Alright, someone else likes flapping flyers, huh? These guys, it's time to stay back. No! I think I'm out of answers for this, other than just large flyers myself. That's a just beautiful draw. Mm-hmm. Alright, who's ready for a bland time? Get those Landos, baby. Still like the way our deck feels. Hi, girls. God, these two cats are just so happy to have Dad home, and I'm so happy to be home. So I think it's time to bump, chump it up. This is going to shoot this. Oh, wait. This has a Heart Piercer bow. Ah. Look. Her. Kind of have to do it like this. Oh, we're super dead. You targeted this one. Yeah, you know, you don't have to get lethal. That's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal to me. You got it. Whew, that was close. So I think it like Angel saves us, maybe? Very miscreant. Okay, let's get me out of this game. We dead. So I'm still relatively happy with our deck, largely due to the fact that I think that loss was just a rough mull to 6 that I thought turned out okay. I think that, like, incidentally, it sucks to be up against the deck with crap loads of vigilance with the aerial assaults. And so I'm still pretty happy. Oh my god, Mr. Prodigious with the 88 months anniversary. What a beautiful looking hand. Mr. Prodigious says, I got pizza day 9 and Fire Emblem. Great birthday. It's your birthday? Oh my god. Happy birthday, Mr. Prodigious. Actually, pizza does sound really good. Wow, you can tell I've been on vacation and not dieting. Oh my god, I got my little ownage buddy. I got my murder cat. Anytime we kill someone, We pet this little cat in the box. What a good sweetie pie. This is perfect. This is so perfect because this double strike fencing ace benefits from lots of buffs, which we would be, honestly, we would expect to see. And so, when that gets buffed, swings in, and we can't block, oh no! What do? Aerial assault it, and we get largely guaranteed 2 for 1. So kind of in the same way that I'm a little sad that it didn't work out in the first case. Wow, damn. It didn't work out in the last game, you know, it's fine. This game, things are just going stupidly good. Dungeon Geist plus Area Assault, what's it like? Says Bulletproof Banana. It's like the best life. Let me tell you, the way that I describe it is, you know, if you just develop good coping mechanisms and don't expect too much, then when bad things happen, shit happens. When good things happen, oh, God, it's such a good card. When good things happen, man, feels so good. Feels so good. It's Watson says, an intentional trans pride ice cream shirt or just coincidental colors. It is intentional. However, you know, if I'm ever incidentally wearing any colors of groups and folks I support, then heckin' hell yeah. I think this is a pretty easy, just pacify this guy. My Herald of the Sun could get blown out, in theory, but with one white, you know, it doesn't seem like the most likely. Alright, our deck's really working hard. Doc Holiday, yes! Oh, thank God a channel that isn't playing WoW. Yeah, you know what, I've closed all my viewership number stat things. Let's find that out. How many people are actually interested in watching some non-WoW content? Oh my God, 1,700 of you. Oh, God. Yeah, you know, I think that the most significant drop in viewership I ever had in history as a result of another game was the release of Diablo 3. Viewership for like a week or two dropped by around 80%. Around 80%. And I had one of those like, oh my God, no one cares about my content anymore. Fuck. It's just one of these like, ah, sort of things. And then I went, oh, right. Oh God, you have just been chewing on this cardboard box so much, Despin. You're doing a good job. You're a fan of the Diablo series. I played the absolute ever-living fuck out of Diablo 2. Diablo 3, the Imperative, I didn't wind up playing as much of the of that game because it felt like a focus on the joy of action, much less focus on the joy of progression. You know, I think that I would say that maybe this is particular to me, but certainly it's particular to Path of Exile players too. Boom. I really like repetition a lot. I love in Brood War, my first 4 minutes is the same, and I'm just perfecting that. I love waking up in Stardew Valley and watering my bok choy, bitches. I love it. Oh, I love it. I love that effort and reward loop, and I just had so much joy in doing Bale runs in Diablo 2. Doing runs on some bosses that would give uniques, doing runs on some bosses that... Here I go! That would give gems, doing runs on some bosses that would give runes, and I'd be like working towards various things throughout. I really found just so much joy in that process, just so much joy. And in Diablo 3, I felt like, you know, just sort of capped out, and it really just felt like there was this damage number, and it's just, look how damn damaging I could be. Coming in. So we can aerial assault to 2 for 1, but I think it's significantly better to just play this Yarok Wave Crasher. Just get that 4/4 out. It's perfect. Yeah. Goodbye, my friend. You will be missed. Yeah! 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 Yeah, I friggin' love games with grindiness to them. Grindy work. Nobody knows 84 says, why is overlay so odd? Yeah, are there issues going on with the Deckmaster overlay? I'd be really curious to hear if anyone's having the same issue as nobody knows, because I heard a little bit of that earlier on in the drafting procedure. Oh my god, my little cats are so happy to see me. I'm so happy to see my little cats. Jiwi, jiwi, jiwi. It is a good day to bonk. No problems? Okay, okay. If you're having any issues, I would go ahead and pump out a refresh. Alright. And that's okay. I don't know why my opponent is just giving me so many Fairy Miscreants for free. Draw 1. Ooh, Octodad. I think just nuking the only creature available is probably the right thing to do. Nobody knows 84 says Yates fixed. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Anticipate. I prefer Uncle Issipate. Oh! I'm so glad he's back. That joke was so fucking funny. So this will allow us to do our fixing. We can maybe find an additional Fairy Miscreant. Alright, I'm the luckiest boy in the world. Nothing new, nothing new. Psychic Muffin says unsubscribed. Oh, yeah, dude, I love that little grindoidosis. I love grinding. Wow. Show me what I got. Oh my god, you should hang out with my aunt. Anticipate. Griffin Protector, Befuddle. I mean, we're looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and keep placing planes down, even though theoretically I could keep it back. I really want to hit my land drops on curve in the circumstance in which I draw that Mega Daybreak Chaplain or whatever. Not the Daybreak Chaplain. This is the Daybreak Chaplain. The Mega Flapper Lass. Spectral Sweller. This is a very good card. Yeah, I feel like I mean, I've talked about this before, but boy, do I love repeating myself. I have a sort of generalized sensation that gaming has sort of lost its value on a lot of the, what some people call hardcore elements. But what I feel like is more accurate is like I put in effort, and if I put in the effort, I get some sort of reward back. Day 9 guy is pretty good. There's been a real steering away from that, you know, like the, oh yeah, if I grind really hard on this game, I get to unlock an XYZ cool ability and all that good stuff. And I get the reasoning behind it, right? There has been a big push in the last 15 years for accessibility. Whatever the fuck that means. There's been a big push to, like, man, how do we take, oh god, what's a really good example? What's a really good example of something that was super accessibility-ized? Looks good. I'm trying to think of, like, a really crisp example. Actually, you know, Diablo 2, Diablo 3 is actually probably like a really, really good example. You know, Diablo 3 just tried to smooth out a lot of processes for leveling up and all this sort of stuff, make it easier. I can speak conceptually. It's so weird. There's honestly like so many examples that for whatever reason my brain's like, well, I can't remember one. Anyways. I feel like there has been this push, especially in mobile games, to like just really... Oh, you know what? Here's one that I was thinking of earlier. Polytopia. Wow, that sucks for us because that buff is going to exist no matter what. I'm definitely going to Winged Words, see if we get something. Polytopia is like a more simplified Civ. Maybe I do just pacify it, huh? Sad. Sad. Anyways. There's been such a push to accessibility, and there's many different ways in which a thing can be accessible. I'm building my board. I'm not that scared of that guy right now. You can be accessible because you have fewer mechanics. You can be accessible because instead of needing to spend 200 hours to max out your character, you spend 5 hours to max out your character. There's tons of different ways in which this has been explored, and I feel like there are some ways in which accessibility has been explored that has sort of pulled some of the fun out that I really loved. Alright, I think... Do I want Octodad? Do I want Dungeon Geist? We're only going to take 3 more damage. This could, in theory, get first strike. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and swing for the fences here for a quick moment. And then I think just Octodadding feels good to me. I have a pair of aerial assaults, and that's actually the ideal that I want. I can already cast everything I need. This is a Vigilance. But anyways, yeah, like... I'm increasingly having a sensation like, I should just kill that nerd. I think that I made a statement before that I'd like to just say out loud again. What the hell? Oh my god, we had so many ways to deal with that card. I actually didn't even have time to click on what the hell the enchantment was. That's so funny. I guess I should use Pacify. Oh, man. Alright, well, you know, I guess that's my bad. I guess that's my bad. I mean, as it turns out, we were in a complete dominant position. I didn't know Gauntlets of Light was a card. better plan around that better next time. Either way, I feel like World of Warcraft is an example of a game that has an incredible amount of depth and possibility to it. I mean, just an extraordinary amount. That is also accessible. You know, I think that, hell, League of Legends. Well, maybe the word accessible is not the right one. A lot of people who really were not game players at all played the crap out of World of Warcraft and hopped into it. Ain't no lie. Very miscreant. Bye. League of Legends, which frankly is a lot of difficulty to it. My dude, there is just so friggin' much. So many people that just are easily downing, you know, thousands of hours on that game. Big flyer. This is probably the right one to get. Yeah, so I mean, I think that there's like just so many fascinating and awesome examples. All right, I think I'm dead. I think I'm gonna get milled out. Another blue creature enters the battlefield. Okay, that's a real specific thing. Playing a little fast and losing my train of thought, but yeah, like, wooshy wooshy wooshy. I only have 17 cards left in the whole deck. This is a very good card, and if I swing with this, I can buff up a lot of my flappers. I mean, the short end of it, of everything that I'm trying to say, is I really miss a lot of those just crazy, complicated, deep, cool, awesome games. Alright, looks like we're just going to chill for a little bit. We're dead in a few turns. And again, I don't think there's anything fundamentally good or bad about accessibility. I think it's just there's all sorts of exploration that have had a really positive long-term things, a lot of exploration that has had, you know, middling, okay, sort of impacts. Another target creature with flying damage. Alright, great idea. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I may genuinely lose to mill. Should probably start getting ready to use Befuddle. Much else to do. Okay, I have enough to do both of these things. So I will do it. We can go for a kill next turn. Because if I buff this at the end of turn, and then buff it again, and then buff it again, and then I have one island to be able to flipsy flopsy it. Easy chump. Easier chump. So let's see here. If I buff this, we right now have 5 total mana available. Okay, so that's 9. So we just say it doesn't matter if we block, because next turn I just go buff, buff, and kill. There we go. So sure, my Piranha Pal, do it. Boom. Oh my god, I'm so happy to have my little buddy here. Hey, Despers. Hi, Despy.
Hello. Yep, you're doing a good job sleeping, so I'm going to scratch you. We just killed somebody. My little murder buddy. Yeah. God, I love having this box here.
I love this cat. This cat is absolutely upside down. Unbelievably upside down. Melocello says, seriously though, what about the flip side of the accessibility argument with things like Sekiro? I mean, tell me more about what you mean. What do you mean? Because I feel like, let me just fill in the blank with, you know, just making stuff up in order to push conversation along. Because you might be like, well, Sekiro is a hard game. Dark Souls is a hard game. And it sold really well. What do I do with that information? And to this I would say, accessibility is not a truth. It is not it's not correct. It's just a perspective. It's just a design perspective. Now, from a business side, there's a lot of... I almost might describe it as a feeling of amorphousness to the judgment. Should we make this product? Should we make that product? How do we evaluate how well the product will do? Well, regardless of any type of game you're trying to make, regardless of any qualitative goodness that a game may or may not have, the popularity of a genre, blah, blah, blah. You know what just always sounds good? Let's make this game so more people can play it. That's a very comforting business case. It is me, a swollen fish. Ah! And so I think that in terms of just the funding, the ease of getting things developed, it's hard to make any creative product successful. That's a hard thing to do, man. So, let's just, if at least we're trying to make the thing more accessible, maybe that should. That again, it's just a reassuring thing to state, right? Is it true that all games that are smaller, easier, I'm going to do this because I play around Inspired Charge. I got to learn the combat tricks in this set better, huh? That's alright. This was, given that this is what was going on, this is the correct block. And the reason we'd say that this is the correct block is if I had blocked this one, my opponent would have gotten lifelink through it also. I mean... We won for one a strong card, so it's fine. Yeah, so is it true that the more accessible version is better than the more hardcore version? Accessible, again, is a super broad, vaguely used term that everyone uses differently. But, you know, I'll take MOBAs as a really good example. The resounding answer is no, it's not always the case. League of Legends is the largest MOBA. And League of Legends ain't fucking simple, man. That game has so much shit going on in it. Ooh. You know, your pal Day 9 is kind of feeling like keeping that befuddle up. Or we could bang out a bunch of basic flappers. That you know, that sounds pretty good. Let's just get the basic flappers out. Simpler than Dota by a mile, haha, says CN Duchess. You know, I actually am not entirely sure that that's true. I'm not entirely sure that that's true. I think that they are... There's complexities that one has that the other doesn't have. That, you know, for some people, I've heard them have a much harder time with League of Legends because there's so many different types of skill shots and function in so many different ways, and then each way in which you get this kind of, you know, the whole idea that this ability gets bonus damage based upon this particular stat going up. Dota, a lot of the statistical elements are very, very consistent. So this has Vigilance. I think I'm gonna chill. If I don't chill a turn, anyways, there are MOBAs that exist. You can actually look them up. Like, they're very not popular, that are literally just unbelievably simplified MOBAs, just dead simple MOBAs. Basic. I'm talking too much. I missed the equip this play. It's okay. I got my moat boys. There's lots of just dead simple MOBAs. Here's the Storm. I would not even consider a simple MOBA, man. Here's a Storm which has so much shit going on in it, man. Okay, so who are you gonna shoot? That one. You got it, my dude. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Jolteon, happy 35. Says, sup, Buttercups. Hope you're all having an okay day. Let's go on the okayest. I'm triple blocking like this because a growth cycle would blow out. But in this context, if I befuddle, I get to redraw, then I can buff this and still be okay. Hi, Desper. Yeah. Oh, you're such a good kitten. We're killing someone. Isn't that nice? Yeah, we're killing him really bad. I think he's crying. Isn't that great? Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it's very obviously demonstrably false that simplicity is the thing that just straight up makes a game at the core more successful. Again, I think that it's just a lot about the perspective, right? It's like... it feels so slick. Cycle still a blowout? Is that... Oh, whoopsie doopsie. Yes, Cycle would have absolutely wreck-a-ronied me. Alright, well. Thank God I'm a lucky boy that doesn't read things properly. This guy's gonna start dying real fast. Chunky Spaceman has subbed for 71 months. Happy beeps. Happy beeps back at ya. Pa-boom. Look at Day 9 doing things in the right order for once in his life. That's right. Yeah, no, I'm just interested by the whole thing about, like, you know, because accessibility, again, it's a very nice buzzword for the purpose of, like, giving yourself the emotional, psychological, and financial comfort moving forward. But I don't necessarily know if it creates ideal gameplay. Like, if it's the penultimate way to do it. Or it's not penultimate, the ultimate way to do it. Rambert says, you see the new ban restriction announcement today? No, MTG ban today. August 26th. Hogak is banned. Faithless looting is banned? Wait, Rampaging Ferocidon is unbanned in Standard? What? What? Rampaging Ferocidon is unbanned? Oh, God. Oh. Well, we are screwed. Oh, dude, I love that Karn the Great Creator is restricted in Vintage. That's so funny. Rampaging Ferocidon is Ixalan? Wait, what? Okay, what's happening? Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Okay, so I mean, I basically just have to disable this right away, yeah? Alright, I did it. I'm the best, right? I'm the best player here. Perfect. Wow, that's crazy. That's ridiculous. Good thing we have pacifism. Yeah, this deck actually has a number of really great removally doovalies. But the best removal spell of all is you.
Blood calls to your soul.
I love just looking at this cat, man. Just love it. Love looking at that little sweet baby cat. Death Touch, Flying, Lifelink. Yoy. XYZ, can we link in here, man? For you, EXEZL, man, you've got all in on your Linko Dinkos. Okay. Griffin Predactordon. This nerd can sack this and nuke this, which would hurdle my turtle. Sack this, shoot this. Well, that's great, because now I just get to nuke it. Because we drop this, and then I play the Boreal Elemental. This becomes a 3/4, and then I just kill Sorin Imperial Bad by it. There's potential that a Blade Brand can come down. That's okay. We're going to pacify everything here. Spoji, 20 months on a 2-month streak, says, yay, heart, back at you. Oh my god, you guys, I gotta let you know. Did you know this Saturday is the Day-Night Festival? We're going to be streaming for like 8 hours on Saturday. This Saturday, we're going to do the following. We're going to play some group Overwatch matches. We're going to be playing some... No blocks. Dota 10v10. We're going to be playing Drawful, one of my favorite games. We're going to play some Golf with Friends. There's currently a game jam going on, run by our very own witty Adrian. We're going to be looking at some of the games that were completed. It's just a week-long, simple game ban. What now? So I really hope y'all come in for that. It's a 2-day event. On one day I'm doing a lot of streaming, as you can hear. But the second day is the community day, where there's a number of other events that are being run. You know, people doing Warframe runs. I'm sure there's probably going to be some WoW stuff in there. It didn't actually occur to me to bring that up, but... Alright. Nobody gets to do anything anymore. Morniel's going to be doing a musical set to open things up, as usual. Oh, that sucks for my opponent. And it's great for me. Yeehaw, etc. I'm just really excited for this. I hope you all come. It's going to be 10 a.m. Pacific on Saturday. You'll just see it posted on the schedule when I go to a Breako Screamo. Dun, dun, dun. Boink. You'll love to hear that noise. Ashirkus is forced to come to Twitch because he hasn't uploaded a YouTube video for days. Almost died. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I was out of town for a week. I was just hanging out with more friends. I mean, we are completely myrtling. Shakira says, "Day howdy." Oh my god, I love my little baby cats so much. I love my little howdy emotes. In case any of you didn't know, there's actually merchandise with the baby cats. We have new baby cat merch. Well, let's actually just fire this crap up. Look at this. Look at this. You guys want to see something beautiful? Alright, let me make sure we're not going to dox ourselves. Okay, good. And boom. Look at this. Look, we have Despy with little happy fish. We got Sheriff, little astronaut cats. We got these. We got these incredible day-night sticker and phone cases designed by our very own Lidbug as part of the last DK30, the last 30-day festival. And if you're hungry and hunting for that, that's just Day 9 designed by humans is what you can Google. Or dbh.la/day9. So cute. Oh, it's so cute. Love them so much. So we talked a little bit about the festival that's happening. Right now, the Day-Night 30-Day Projects is going to be on the 10th of September. 10th of September. I'm going to be plugging that every day coming up to the 10th of September. I knew this deck could go all the way. So the idea of the 30-day project is, let's say, I'm going to take Lidbug as a great example. 30-day project is where you come up with something you can get done with in 30 days. If you have a big idea, like write a book, your 30-day project could be something small, like write 2 to 3 chapters, right? Your long-term goal is to be hot as fuck health-wise. 30-day project could be you just want to try to eat healthy every single day. That's actually going to be my 30-day project. I'm just going to focus on health. Boom. I've done a lot of, digital-type worky projects. I just want to dedicate myself to health. Eating healthy, 30 straight days. Going to the gym, 30 straight days. I can cast no spells. This is the hand I just saw. I can cast 1 spell. Come up with a project you can get done within 1 month, and we have a website where you can track your project. We're going to have different chat channels in the Discord where you can, talk to other people. Lidbug said, yeah, I want to try to design a sort of day-night team logo, as though it's like a sports team. And those phone cases that you saw in there, that's where Lidbug's design came from. Is that really the one you want to hit? Oh, who's a perfect cat? It's Despy the cat. Yeah, you're upside down. You're a pineapple upside down cat. Let me go ahead and just get this one out of the way. Mochi Bear says, you have a good way to motivate yourself for your projects. The big one is setting aside time. Setting aside time not merely for accomplishing the project itself, but setting aside the time for how the rest of my day goes. Those two things hand in hand are the best motivation I've ever had. And I like to order it in terms of the less, or the more confusing, more weird, more hard to wrap my head around stuff. I do those things first, and the easier stuff later. So for instance, I wake up and do project work. Wake up, do projects. The next hardest thing for me to do. Damn, dude. We are owning. Next hardest thing for me to do, go to the gym. I do that. Most straightforward thing for me to do, stream video games. Do that at the end of the day, I mean, I'm power tripping pretty hard here, man. I'm getting some good outcomes. Don't want to swing with this. This can trade. Trade here, and then this untaps. So. And then I tap. Good lord, this is incredible. We are owning. Where do we sign up for the 30-day projects? We're finishing up some work with the website. Let me just ask Eric. Normally it's dk30.day9.tv, which should be up. It should exist right now. Yeah, dk30.day9.tv. Hey. Hello, my friend. Is the DK30 site ready for people to write out projects? Cool. Healing. What procs on healing? I did it. 7 wins. Oh, this one felt good. Oh, yes. Get comfy in the box. Make yourself at home, sweetheart. Yeah, we're killing everything. Ancestral Blade. Feels good, man.